Alright, hello and welcome to my third video in this 5-part series for the Donna Downey Studios and Artist Gang blog. I am playing with Craypaw's Oil Pastels by Sakura of America, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have this ginormous 25-piece set, and it has all these really beautiful colors, and I love when they're like in a perfect rainbow like this. It makes me so happy. So I kind of at this point decided to go and do my tags in a rainbow series. I only have 5 of them, so I'm leaving a color out. No biggie. But so this tag I am doing a direct application of the Craypaw Oil Pastel to my paper tag in these purpley hues and some like pretty blues in there. And I am just using my finger. So you can use tools and they have applicators and like blending stumps and things like that, which I actually will use a blending stump in a later video, to work with your oil pastels. And they have clay, or not clay, but they have tools like sponges and things like that that work really well with them. But a lot of times the oil on your finger can just help spread them really well. So that's what I did here. I colored with the oil pastel, just direct application, and then I used my finger to spread it around and mix the colors and create a nice gradient. And then I put down a layer of Liquitex gesso. So I wanted to experiment more with acrylics and things on top of the pastels, and then in the next video I'll do pastels on top of acrylics, or on top of gesso, I should say. So I put down the oil pastels, and then I did a layer of gesso. Then I put down one of my favorite Donna Downey stencils, and I used a baby wipe to wipe up the gesso through the stencil. So then I have this really cool like purple blue kind of combination showing through the open spaces on the stencil. And then one of the other things is, because I used the pastel directly on top of the tag rather than tag gesso oil pastel, then all of the imagery that's on the tag shows through. So I have like the cool lines and the numbers and the letters that were happening on the tag in the background as well. I did dry the gesso, and then I did some scraping of gesso over the top of it. From here, I kind of was trying to decide, like, what did I like? What did I not like? How much more variation did I want to bring into this? I kind of wanted to test, you know, the strength of the gesso and exactly whether it was going to bond. I wasn't sure if it was going to peel up. So I was kind of just trying a couple different things there. That's what I'm trying to say. Then, one of my favorite things is to grungy up gesso and the layers that are underneath it with a Stabilo Marxall. So I kind of scribbled around the edge of the tag, and at this point I wasn't sure if I was going to get it wet or not. I wanted to see how everything looked. I was just kind of trying to bring back in some darker tones where I have a nice medium range and a light range. I wanted to see what happened when I added another type of product. So this is a water-soluble product. So now I have oil pastels. Like, I have a paper base, and then I have oil pastels. Then I have a layer of gesso, which is a base or a ground, and then I'm putting a water-soluble product on top of that. So I'm just seeing like exactly how these things layer up and what happens, and they're working. It's working really well together, and I know that it can. I just I wasn't sure exactly what order I should put the layers in. So I'm kind of trying to mix them up in these tags and do some different things with these oil pastels, and it's turning out really great. Like, it's really pretty, and I really love the effect that this tag has. It's very grungy and kind of street art-ish. I think it's really nice. And that Donna Downey stencil really lends well to the whole feel too. So oh, and then I decided to do a little bit of mark making. I put some Stabilo in the bottom of a plastic cup and applied some water, kind of mixed it up a little bit, and then I'm using a paintbrush to add some dots. The thing about Stabilo is that it dries quite a bit lighter than you think it will. So those dots look a little dark, but when they dry, they kind of turn into this cool gray effect, and like little water droplets. It's pretty cool. It's a fun mark. I like it. It's not intense as if you were to use like a black acrylic or something like that, or a paint marker or whatever. And you can see too in the close-up shots at the beginning of the video and the end of the video. And a lot of these products, most of these products, in fact, let's see, I'm trying to think, if not all of the ones, especially in this video, are available at DonnaDowney.com. So check those out. Support our local, not scrapbooking stores, I guess in this case, but our local art supply stores. I did get out some golden fluid acrylic. So in acrylics, there's, you know, there's soft bodies and heavy bodies and fluid acrylics and high flows. These ones are fluid, and I'm using them to add 3 giant, I guess they're not giant, but 3 like really bold and beautiful black stripes here. They kind of set the focal point for the tag, and then later I will glue some book text in there. I decided since I had my black paint out, I would do a little bit of splattering, and I'm going to scrape a little bit of the black paint around the tag. And my dot decided to bleed a little bit right there, my splatter, but it's no big deal. Just sop it up with a baby wipe or a scrap of fabric or whatever you have laying around, your art rag. It's grungy and it's fun and things are layering okay. It doesn't seem to be like I can tell that the oil pastel that is showing through the gesso is resisting the acrylic a little bit, which is also kind of cool. It's just not laying the same over the top, and it's fun and interesting, and it's a whole new sort of feel and look, and it's pretty cool. I think it really adds to the grunginess. Everything kind of pools on top of it a little bit. So that's it. I'm not going to show you in the video that I glued some text down because I did that at the last minute right before I was getting ready to take pictures of these tags. So there you are. You can put oil pastel under gesso on top of paper. Thank you for joining me again. Check out the first and second video in 4 and 5, and I'll see you around. Thank you so much.